Now we're going to go through some practice problems. So our first couple will be multiple choice, and then we'll move into some math-based practice problems, as well as conceptual. So first, here we have a multiple choice. It says, an attorney who specializes in making living wills interviews each client beforehand to assess each client's maximum willingness to pay for a living will. The attorney then charges each client what she believes is their maximum willingness to pay. This type of pricing strategy is most closely aligned with which of the following? All right, so we have to identify the pricing strategy that the attorney is using here. So first off, bundling. So bundling, we know, involves the sale of at least two products and two different products. And here in this question, the attorney's only focused on charging folks for the creation of a living will. So that's a single product. So we can go ahead and eliminate A. B, two-part tariffs. That involves paying essentially a membership fee and then paying per unit for services. And so here, the client would just be purchasing the attorney's services to make this living will. The payment wouldn't be stratified into two parts like that. So we can eliminate B, if we can cross that out. It's not recognizing my pen, so just imagine I crossed out part B. C is perfect price discrimination or first degree price discrimination. So we know with perfect price discrimination, a firm charges each individual customer their maximum willingness to pay. And it seems like in our given here, that's what the firm is trying to do, right? They're charging each client their maximum willingness to pay. And so it seems like C is a pretty good answer for us there. But let's first look at D before we say for sure. So D says that our firms are, if they were to engage in indirect price discrimination, they would be charged, they would sort the customer into their willingness to pay after purchase. But here, we have the attorney assessing each client beforehand. And so that tells us that the attorney is engaging in perfect price discrimination and not indirect, right? Because that assessment and sorting of clients according to willingness to pay is happening before the purchase. So our answer is C, and that is correct. Next, we're going to look at a health club who's charging a low annual membership fee for the right to use their facilities, in addition to charging its members a visit each time they visit the club. So this type of pricing strategy is which of the following? So it's not going to be bundling, right? Because it's just access to the facilities, and bundling requires the sale of two goods. It could be a two-part tariff because we see that membership fee and then a per use fee. So that fits with the two-part tariff. Let's check our other two options before we conclude for sure. C, perfect price discrimination. So here we would need the firm to charge each customer exactly their willingness to pay before their use. And we don't see that happening, right? In this case, the members are going to pay more as they use the facilities more since they'll be paying a fee for each visit. And then D, indirect price discrimination, that would require folks to sort afterward. So it could be B or D, because each member is sorting themselves according to willingness to pay by visiting more or less, right? So those higher use members pay more, those lower use members pay less. But it fits best with two-part tariff, which is a form of indirect price discrimination. So our answer is going to be B, two-part tariff. Okay, so from there, we finished through the lecture slides, and now we can go ahead and move to our practice problems.